Thank you for coming back to Late Night with Walter Weyburn. Please subscribe to my channel, leave your thumbs up, leave your comments. And this is a new show, so please tell me what you're thinking about the show. Do you think I ought to keep it going? Do you think I ought to kill it? Just tell me what you think. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Y'all, I was asked a lot of questions on last night's show, and I will answer those. But first, I'm going to do some stimulus news. But before that even, the winner of the contest has not got in touch with me yet. So if she don't get in touch with me by next Sunday, the pot goes up another $50. So I hope she'll get in touch with me because she deserves this money. She won it. But until she gets in touch with me, it's just sitting there. Robin King, if you see this video, please get in touch with me. Go to my website and send me a message. Tell me where to send your money. Okay, first I'm going to get into a little bit of stimulus news. If I can find where I had it wrote down at. Here it is. Y'all got your beverage? I got me some ice water here. And that's one thing too. I'm going to go ahead and answer one question right now about the water. Somebody commented that they was worried about me because they see me drink a lot of water. They said, you're always thirsty. You could have diabetes. I'm not thirsty at all. It's just my mouth and my throat is dry from the stage 4 throat cancer that I had. The radiation burned up my saliva glands, so my mouth and my throat stays dry all the time. It's not diabetes, but thanks for your concern. Okay. The deadline for a stimulus deal. Nancy Pelosi gave a 48-hour deadline. But the problem is all the gray area that she left. She didn't say when that 48 hours starts. She didn't say when it ends. She just said 48 hours. Now, if you're watching that news clip yesterday, that means it probably ends what? In 48 hours. But if you're watching it today for the first time, it means you got another 48 hours. She needs to make clarity. She's always talking about she wants clarity in the package. Well, we need clarity on the 48 hours. When does it start? When does it end? Come on, Nancy. You're the lady of clarity. We need clarity. She said she still feels optimistic that they can reach a deal. But if they don't reach a deal, it could be February before they get a deal. They're just kicking it further and further down the road. They're trying to make Donald Trump look bad. Y'all, Donald Trump don't need no help. He does that very well by himself. But the 48 hours, that's a joke because, well, a lot of people says it's not fair because Steve Mnuchin is out of the country. You can't look at it that way, but on the other side of that coin, he is working remotely. He got his computer and he's got his cell phone with him. So he can still talk and negotiate with Miss Nancy. But now if he's real busy over there and can't do it, then she's got the right to point her finger and blame him. And y'all know she will. Y'all, President Trump is now talking really strong. I don't think that's a good thing. All he's going to do is piss a bunch of Republicans off with all of his strong talk towards them, about them. Trump says that the Republicans will support a package, and if they don't, he will step in and make sure they do. Now, if I was one of those Republicans and he said something like that, that would just turn off negotiations right there. I would make sure I don't. I hope they don't do it that way, but come on, Donald Trump. Enough of the strong talk. Your strong talk has got us in a lot of trouble, and all you're doing is just blowing hot air. Donald Trump goes on and he says, if they don't approve it, if he don't get an approval from the Republicans, he will step in and he thinks he can take care of the problem in just 2 minutes. More strong talk that's going to get nothing done but a lot of pissed off Republicans. And then they're not going to want to do anything. Donald Trump needs to watch the language that he uses. Do you think we can get a stimulus package passed before elections? Let me know in the comments what you think about it. I really don't see it happening. I have faith that we will get a stimulus package, but before the elections, I don't see it happening. Y'all, again, ask me anything you want to in the comments. I will answer anything, but keep your questions clean, family friendly. There was one person that asked a very rude and nasty question. I bypassed it. I didn't do anything, but if I get any more questions like that, I will report them to YouTube. And for sexual harassment, like this question was, they will lose their account. So ask me anything, but keep it clean. Y'all, I'm working on another cookbook, and it's going to be down home Southern recipes. It's going to be my family's recipes passed down through the generations. Everybody in my family passed them down. And I'm going to have stories of the generations of my family. So I hope y'all will check that out. It's not finished yet, but it won't be long. It will be on my website also. Okay, I'm going to get into some questions that I was asked on last night's show. Somebody asked me, do I still sing? That really hurts because no, I do not sing anymore. Singing used to be my life. I came so close to making it big time. But since the stage 4 throat cancer, everything has come back except my saliva glands. I'm still dry. I always will be. And I can't sing. I can sing, but like the second line of any song, I have to stop because my throat is hurting so bad. I can't go on. And it just takes a minute for that pain to go away, and then I can do it again. But I can't sing a full song. So that part of my life is over. I can still remember. I can still sell my CDs. I can still talk about it. But as far as singing and performing, I can't do that anymore. And that is so hard. Yeah, I think about someone like Randy Travis. If y'all know, he had a bad stroke, and it took his ability to sing. And I know it's hard on him because that was really his life. He was a big-time star. I know how he feels. I mean, I was about to get there. He was there, so he must be going through a world of hurt. Disappointing, that he can't do it anymore. But to answer that question, no, I do not sing anymore. I do sing here at the house, but it's just a couple of lines at a time. It's not good enough for the public because I can't project my voice. It hurts too bad to do that. Somebody also asked, what is the CDs on the wall? Those are my 8 #1 hits that I had on the indie charts. And those 4 CD covers that you see, that's only 4 of the covers. There's actually 8 of them. The picture in the middle, that is my promotion picture. One of them, I've got like 5 different promotion pictures, and that's one of them. The little card on top is my rack card. The little card under the picture is my music business card. So those are my 8 number 1 hits. Each of those CDs has got a number 1 hit on them. There was 8 consecutive number 1 hits. Most of them was like 8 weeks. One of them was like 12 weeks, but between 8 and 12 weeks. And I say indie charts, it's the Uncharted Zone UZ TV charts, and that was aired on TV in the southern part of the United States on public television. Somebody asked me, what's the meaning of the gold chain that they always see me wear? Y'all, that was a gift from my wife about 25 years ago. And since I've had it, I've probably took it off maybe 10 to 12 times. To me, I can't wear a wedding band because, remember, I was 18 years old. I just turned 18 years old when we got married. So I was a lot smaller then. The wedding band don't fit me no more, and I've just never got it fixed. I still have it, but to me, that represents that wedding band that I can't wear right now. And it's funny because I can't get my wedding band on. Amy can't get hers off. Every time she goes to the hospital, they say she needs to get it cut off, and she does. She needs to get it cut off and then resized. But I think it's funny. I can't get mine on. She can't get hers off. And even though I hadn't worn my wedding band now in probably 10 years or so, I still have a ghost ring on my finger. Somebody asked me to tell the story of how me and Amy met, and I will do that. I may do it tomorrow night. It'd just take too long on this one. And I've got some other questions to answer. Someone asked, who is the musical person in my family because of the CDs on the wall back there? I just answered that. Those CDs are mine. The musical person in the family is me, but then just about every Weyburn that I can think of is musical. My daddy played harmonica. I had an uncle play fiddle. In fact, I've got one of my uncle's fiddles, and I've got one of my uncle's harmonicas. And I will show you that fiddle one day. My uncle built fiddles. He would take old fiddles and rebuild them. He would take fiddle parts and put them together and make fiddles. The last time I went into his little shop, he had probably 200 fiddles hanging on clothesline wire around his shop. And he would give them to people that was interested in learning how to play. He had a Stradivarius that, of course, that was his baby. He didn't let nobody mess with that one. But yeah, everybody in my family has been musical. My Uncle Ernest, he was real good friends with an old country singer, Hank Lachlan. I don't know if you know that. They was fishing buddies. Yeah, just about everybody was musical in my family. Somebody asked me, how did my cancer start? I went over this, and I really don't want to dwell on my cancer too much. It's in my past, and I'm cancer-free now. The doctor told me 2 months ago that it will never come back. So, and I got faith in God that it will never come back. But I will answer this question. Okay, the question was, how did your cancer start? Well, you know, like when you get a bad cold, you get a little hard lump in your neck or in your throat or in your tongue or something. It's a lymph node that gets hard. That's what happened to me. Right here, I had a little bump. It felt just like that, what we used to call a kernel. I don't know what they really call them. But it kept getting bigger. Over a period of like 5 years, it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And it got to the size of a golf ball. Like if you would cut a golf ball in half and lay half of it right there, that's how big it was. It never hurt a bit. When I turned my head after it got big, it got tight. It got a tight feeling, but it never hurt. And it didn't bother me. So I never got it checked. Well, I went to the doctor with my wife one day, and the doctor has always been a friend of us, you know. So I asked him, and he jokingly said, well, we know it's not cancer. You'd be dead by now. Talking about 5 years, you know. And then another doctor said basically the same thing. We know it's not cancer. Well, I decided to go to an ENT and get it checked to see what it was. It was stage 4 throat cancer. I had a tumor in the middle of my throat, and it was too far back for them to see going down my mouth. So they had to put me to sleep to find it and to get a biopsy of it. Well, the biopsy came back. It was stage 4 throat cancer. That tumor had affected the lymph nodes. That lump was the lymph node. And it was hard, calcified. I mean, it was so hard it was like a rock. But after the biopsy came back, he called me in, told me it was stage 4 throat cancer. I was by myself, and I was fine with it. It didn't scare me a bit. He was worried about me because he started out of the room after he told me, and then he turned right around before the door closed. He said, "Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay?" I said, "Yeah, I'm fine." It never scared me. But he put me in the hospital. He started chemo and radiation. I had 8 weeks of chemo, 8 weeks of radiation. After that, I had to have 8 more weeks of hydration therapy. And it was a funny thing. You know, when you get diagnosed with something like that, you go on YouTube and you find all these videos. Well, there was a video of about a natural cure. So I tried it. It was molasses and baking soda. I drank it every night like it said, because cancer feeds on sugar. Okay. But baking soda, alkaline, kills cancer. So it acts like a Trojan horse. You mix the two together, and when it attacks the sugar, the baking soda attacks it. So I had like 2 weeks before my therapy started, the radiation and chemo. I had like 2 weeks to go before that started, and it reduced in size like half in that just 2 weeks. I wish that I had put the therapy off and just seen what it could have done. It could have got rid of it, I believe it. But because in like 2 weeks, it reduced it to half the size. Okay, enough of that cancer stuff. Oh yeah, one more. I'm sorry. One more thing I want to tell you about the cancer. I had a lady comment that her husband had stage 3, I think she said, cancer. And she said it was a gift from God. Now, most people would say, that sounds crazy. Cancer is a gift from God. I totally agree with her. In fact, I told my doctor the same thing, that I look at that cancer as a gift from God. Y'all, it made me see life totally different. Before the cancer, I was always mad, always kind of ticked off at everybody. I'm really laid back now. Whatever happens, happens. I don't really worry about anything. It brought me closer to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I was always real close with Him, but it brought me closer. In a lot of ways, cancer saved my life. Because before cancer, I was drinking, I was smoking pot, I was doing, I almost said crack cocaine. I wasn't doing crack cocaine, I was doing regular powder cocaine. I was doing all those bad things. When I found out I had cancer, I had to quit all that. I had to go cold turkey and just say the heck with all that. So in a lot of ways, the cancer was a gift from God. It saved my life in a lot of ways. Y'all, like I say, I am an open book. So y'all ask me anything you want to ask me. I will tell you. I will be very candid, and I will tell you the truth. And that's another thing too, before the cancer. You would never see me drinking water. I always had a soda. I hardly ever drink sodas anymore. I love water. When we go out to eat, I drink water. Y'all, I hope you like this late night with Walter Weyburn. Like I say, I'm going to try it for a while and see how it goes. And if y'all like it, let me know and I'll keep on doing it. As long as I'm getting views on it, I will keep going with it. Last night was the first real show that I had. The views wasn't very high. It was like 8,000 and something. But for the first show, I'm happy with that. So y'all let me know if I should keep on going or not. And we'll keep on going. Let me find something else to talk about here. Enough of that doom and gloom cancer crap. Again, President Trump needs to calm down with all of his stern talking. He ain't gonna do nothing but make everybody mad. I have said many times that they are working against us. It's their main objective not to get a bill passed. And, I mean, just look at it. One day this person says it's going good, that it's coming soon. Next day, no, it's not from that person, but this person says it's going good. Who do you believe? They're working against us. I heard today that the country, the Netherlands, their people gets $1,000 a week. Continuously, $1,000 a week. Now, I don't know what the money exchange is. Is that 1,000 USD or is that 1,000 whatever their money is? So I don't really know how much 1,000 is. But nevertheless, it is something. Their country is helping them. Why can't our country help us? Our country don't care about us. We need to show them November the 3rd that they need us. They need our vote. And without our vote, they will be out of office. We need to show them that. Y'all, over on my food channel, I do have my food website there now, so please check it out. People has asked for the cookbooks. Well, I've had cookbooks for, I thought it was a couple of years, but it was more like 5-6 years I've had these cookbooks, because there was always Word documents. Well, I went today and made them into PDFs, and I noticed the dates on them. That's back when I was on Amazon. I've been gone from Amazon a long time. So those cookbooks are on my website. I've got 2 Cajun cookbooks, and also my wife has got her Filipino cookbook over there. So y'all be sure and go check those out. And also, like I said in the beginning, I am working on a new cookbook. And it's going to be probably the best one that I've ever made. It's going to be the biggest one I've ever made. It's going to be chock full of down-home Southern recipes and stories. Y'all, please don't miss that book. Check it out. I've already got it on my website, but it's not for sale yet. I just got a coming soon picture on there. So y'all be sure and check that out. Also, I got food blogs over there on my website. Those blogs are free. Read them. There's good information in there. Also, I've got 2 more videos that's going on that channel before Sunday. Sunday will start my first official food video made especially for that channel. So y'all be sure and don't miss it. And please subscribe to that. Y'all, about run out of things to talk about here. I got just another swallow or two of water. So, y'all leave your questions. Ask me anything. I'll answer it. But please keep it clean. Or else, if they're in sexual nature like that other one was that I was talking about earlier, I will report it to YouTube. And for sexual harassment, they don't play. The persons that do that kind of stuff will lose their account. Y'all, I love you all. Please subscribe. Tell me what you think about this. And come back tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to have another video for you. And then again at 12. Y'all please come back to those. Check them out. And also let me know what you think about them. And just know I love you all. And we will get out of this funk that everybody's in with grace from God. He will see us through it. I have faith in that. He has seen me through a lot of stuff. Tomorrow night, I think I'll talk about the story about me and Amy, how we met and why we met. And how, well, y'all just come back and see it. You'll see. And if we have time, I'll talk about my drug problem that I had. Yeah, Walter Weyburn had a drug problem. And nobody really knew how serious it was. I kept it a secret from everyone. Y'all, I love you all. I'm just glad I'm not that man anymore. So, I'm a new person. I love you all. Please subscribe to my channel. Leave your thumbs up. Leave your questions. And just know I love you all. Ciao.